Get ready to match the stars. George Kennedy, Brett Somers, Charles Nelson Wright, Lee Merriweather, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 76. And now here's the star of Match Game 76, Gene Raymer.
All right. You're ready, I'm ready. You ready?
Ready.
You wear these?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you do? Yes.
Uh-huh.
He was just telling me something interesting backstage. Tell him how many hours you work per diem to film The Blue Knight.
Oh, it goes between 12 and 15 hours, somewhere in there.
And you
it's a
think
long
it's a
day.
glamorous
Well, the lady
business,
sitting,
yeah.
you know, it's just
Is it
the way
true with your show, too?
Oh, yes.
Barnaby Jones?
Yes. Buddy works extremely long hours.
Yeah.
Sometimes shooting until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
Yeah.
And is there film in the camera at 2 o'clock in the morning? No. Oh, I see. Is it the same with Mary Tyler Moore's show? Long days?
We rehearse all week and then film in front of a live audience on Friday nights.
That's a little different technique.
Yeah. 3 cameras so that we get all our laughs.
And you do, too. And you do. Now, let's say hello to Greg Todd and Patty Hirahara. Everybody ready? Greg's the current champ here. He's won $7,250. He's going to buy a new car, and then he's going to have a big party to which you're all invited. And he's going to be challenged now by Patty Hirahara. We found out she was a student at UCLA Fullerton, at Cal State Fullerton, right? And she's in communications. What is that a fancy name for, Patty?
Journalism.
Journalism, yeah. She's a journalism major, is what she is. All right, we'll see who's going to win this game in a moment or so, but first, let's see about this. Okay, now here we go. Start a brand new game here. Patty, if you're ready, we'll ask you to make a selection, A or B.
A, please.
A it is. Now, Betty White
Trouble.
treats her husband, Alan Ludden, just like a dog. Last week, Betty took Alan to the vet to get him blanked.
You can put anything you want to on this show, George.
Little jokes here. All right, George. Ready? Patty Hirahara. Betty White. You know Alan Ludden. You've seen him on television, haven't you? She treats her husband, Alan Ludden, just like a dog. Last week, Betty took Alan to the vet to get him blanked.
Spaded.
Now, since you're a journalism major,
Yes.
majoring in communications, and I hope your feelings aren't going to be hurt if I correct your syntax. How do you like her syntax?
Okay.
It's to spay, and the past tense is spade. So,
Okay.
you got it. All right, here we go, George Kennedy. Betty took Alan to the vet to get him spayed, according to Miss Hirahara.
I don't think Alan was smiling when he came out. That was the... but I think maybe that's
Spade,
correct
there
spelling.
it is. Okay. Now, Brett, that's one for her. What do you say?
You know about drowned?
Yes.
Okay, spaded.
Charles?
I'm a very close friend, and that's not something that I would put on a card. Because I happen to know he had that done after the Second World War. It was
Clip? Isn't that the same thing? All right. So that's
doing the clipping.
two for Patty. No, that's not the same.
It's
Clipped
not the
and
same?
spaying is not the same. Betty took Alan to the vet to get him spayed, according to Patty.
Well, I thought that he needed to be fixed. Which I think is the same thing.
There it is. All right.
I'm sorry, Alan.
You're sorry.
What are you laughing at if
I'm
you're sorry?
sorry.
Richard? Tell us about this.
Two whites don't make a wong. I believe in calling a spade a spade.
All right, now the moment of truth.
Now, while you are correcting syntax,
Yes.
and they're taxing everything these days, I have to say that they only spay females. I mean, that's a minor point, but it's
Right.
very important
Indeed.
between friends.
What do they do to males?
They neuter them.
They neuter them, right. Right. So, Patty, you did pretty well with that for a kind of a left field question there, and a round wonder especially. All right, Greg, you ready?
Ready.
Larry the Lush said, I really like that new bar. It has the nicest floor I ever blanked on. Larry the Lush is speaking.
Oh, there are several.
I really like that new bar. It has the nicest floor I ever blanked on. Okay. Ready down here? Okay. Now we come over here to Greg Town. Ready? Greg, here it is. Larry the Lush said, I really like that new bar. It has the nicest floor I ever blanked on.
Threw up on.
There must be other interesting answers, too.
Well, I haven't got one of them.
You haven't? What do you
No.
got? Upchucked. I think I'm going to have to incarcerate you for the rest of the show.
But I know Larry.
Oh, you do? All right. Brett?
I know the bar, and they don't allow that.
They don't allow that?
No, sir.
They throw you out.
You can have a little sleepy boo, but you can't do that other
Oh, you can
stuff.
sleep. Sleep on the floor, but you cannot do the other. All right, Charles.
I said passed out.
Passed out. Passed out and...
Let's not have a rally.
Fell asleep. Lee? Larry the Lush said, I really like that new bar. It has the nicest floor I ever blanked on.
Yes, well, Larry was sleeping. Last time I saw him, he
Had
slept
a little
there.
too much and just dozed off. And
It's the nicest floor I ever fell on.
nicest floor ever fell on. Bang. There.
It was
What do you say, Benny?
Nicest fly ever passed over.
Sure. So at the end of round one, it's 5-1 in favor of our challenger, Patty Hirahara. And you come back in a moment or so and see how round two goes. Round two coming up. Boing. Okay, Patty Hirahara. A or B?
B, please.
B it is. One person plays, and that's you, Charles. Are you ready, Charles?
Yeah, I guess so, Gene. Go ahead. You know, George and I play the same types. Rugged,
Yes.
tough, hard.
Right.
I turned down Airport. The one they offered me had paper planes. Go ahead, silly.
Okay, here it is.
I'm sorry I brought it up.
Lady Guinevere said.
Perfect casting.
Lady Guinevere said. You know, I was in New York last week, and there's a picture in the Daily
Lady
News.
Guinevere said.
And there's a picture of the Daily News of me standing there with my pants legs rolled up, and you're responsible for
No,
that.
I'm not.
You are an evil woman.
No, I'm not.
Lady Guinevere said.
Sir Galahad has the longest nose in all of England. He uses it as a blank. Lady Guinevere said that. Sir Galahad has the longest nose in all of England. He uses it as a blank. Okay, Charles is ready. What's going on? You're depraved. Would you hold my mic?
What a pair of gams.
Sorry. My card is full. Oh, Who? You? No, you. You know who Lady Guinevere is?
Yes, she was King Arthur's wife.
That's right. Well, anyway, Sir Galahad was one of her friends. He was a member of the Round Table, remember? She said Sir Galahad has the longest nose in all of England. He uses it as a...
Lance.
Lance. Very good. If I were playing, I would have said the same thing. Charles, she said lance.
I'm sorry, I just a couple of weeks ago saw the Olympics and I said hockey stick.
A hockey stick.
Lance is better.
Sir Galahad playing hockey. Dear me. Okay, Greg, you ready?
Ready.
You got a little work to do here.
I know.
4 to tie, 5 to win.
Right.
All right? At the White House, George, you do not play because you matched him in the first round.
I do.
At the White House, when the president fell out of the window, he didn't get hurt because he landed on his blank. At the White House, when the president fell out of the window, he didn't get hurt because he landed on his blank.
I got it.
You got it. Let me just see it.
Now, don't be hateful.
No, I won't be hateful. Very good. All right.
Oh, that's good, too.
Now, Lee is ready. Richard's ready. And we are ready over here. Greg, it's all yours. At the White House, when the president fell out of the window, he didn't get hurt because he landed on his...
Bottom, which is a rotten answer.
He landed on his bottom.
It's a rotten answer, I know.
It is a rotten answer? If it's a rotten answer, Greg, why did you say it?
Because it was the only thing I could think of.
Really? You can't think of anything else?
No.
Have you heard all of the jokes that they're making about President Ford?
All right.
Yeah, okay. All right, here we go. Now, Brett, you're first. What do you say?
Listen, Jerry, don't write any letters to me. It's only a joke, hon. I said hair.
Hair. I got to match the others to stay in the game. Charles, you're up.
I'm sorry. You were wonderful, contestant. Head.
Head, so that means Patty Hirahara wins the game. What the rest of you have? Very good, okay. Congratulations. While we say goodbye to Greg Todd, who's leaving here a wealthy man. He has a total of $7,250. Great seeing you, Greg. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Goodbye. All right, Patty, this is your first time up here. And if you're ready to begin, you know how it goes, don't you?
Yes.
We'll have a go at it. We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Fallen blank. Now, the answer that bunch gave most often is worth $500 to you if you match it. If you match the answer they gave second most frequently, you get $250. The third one gets you $100. Now, these celebrities are permitted to help. You can call on them one at a time and see what kind of answers they'll suggest.
Richard.
Brett, a fallen angel.
Fallen angel. There's one.
Brett.
What about fallen arches?
Fallen arches. You toss it right back to Richard.
And Betty, please.
It's funny, I too was thinking of Brett, fallen woman.
Fallen woman.
Oh, I should be so lucky.
So you have fallen angel, fallen woman, and fallen arches. Now, you may have a better idea in your head, do you?
No, I think I'll go with Brett. Fallen arches.
Fallen arches. Okay. You don't think she's right? That's not a good choice? No? Some do and some don't. We're going to find out where it is right now, if indeed it is up there at all. Let us reveal the $100 response. Fallen tree. No fallen arches there. Let's see if fallen arches is under the $250 number. Fallen angel.
Oh, try me.
All right, that's Richard's answer. Last chance for fallen arches. Here's the $500 response.
Yes.
Arches, it is. And you tried to talk her out of it, didn't you?
Very good.
Aren't you ashamed of yourselves? No? Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyway, you got Fallen Arches. You're up to $600, Patty. Means now you're going to play for 10 times $500 or $5,000. But to collect that amount of money, you got to match one celebrity exactly. Which one will it be?
Richard, please.
Okay, Richard, you get ready to write. Stand right there if you wouldn't face me, Patty. And here it is. It's worth $5,000. Enchanted Blank. Now he's finished. And Patty, we ask you to give us an answer which you think will match his. Get your ESP going and tell us what it is. Enchanted
Evening.
Enchanted Evening. All right, that was the song from South Pacific, Some Enchanted Evening. Richard, what do you say? She says that'll match you for $5,000.
I wish it did. I said Enchanted Forest.
Enchanted Forest. Yeah, good answer. Enchanted Forest.
And there's Enchanted Cottage, Enchanted Island.
Have you ever read that?
Yes.
You have read Enchanted Forest, yeah.
I like to sing, so I always think of music.
Oh.
Some enchanted forest.
Okay, so now, Patty, you've still got your $600 and you're still the champ. You're going to play another game, so let's meet another player in a moment or so after these messages.
Today's consolation prizes are an assortment of Sarah Coventry jewelry that you buy from a friend at home. Stretch your wardrobe with the many looks of Sarah Coventry fashion jewelry. And an electric knife and a supply of Unicap iron vitamins, 100% of the government's recommended daily allowance of iron, plus 10 essential vitamins. And a hairdryer and Sargento, the cheesy cheese from Wisconsin. Shredded, sliced, and packaged bulk cheeses in the dairy case of your favorite food store, Sargento cheese. Remember the song, How You Gonna Keep Them Down on the Farm After They've Seen Blank? Enjoy with us when Match Game 76 continues in a minute.
Here we are, ready to start another game, so let's all welcome Carol Simmons. Carol, we'd like to find out where you're from and any vital statistics you wish to give us.
Oh. I'm a native Californian. I married my high school sweetheart. We have 2 lovely children. He's a football coach, so that keeps us real busy.
No kidding. Mm-hmm. Where does he coach?
Cal State Fullerton. In fact,
Cal State Fullerton.
Just found that out.
That's where you go to school?
Yes.
What kind of team you got there?
Pretty good.
Okay, well, good luck here, Carol. We'll push the button here and ask you to make your selection.
I'll go with B.
B it is. Everybody plays. New game. Farmer Brown said, I have 2 cows. I have 2 cows, Bessie and Tessie. Bessie gives regular milk, but Tessie gives blank milk. See, there's Bessie and Tessie. Bessie gives regular milk. Tessie gives blank milk.
I don't think I'm too crazy. Oh, kiss me again.
Oh, dear. Ready down here? Okay. And away we go. Carol Simmons. Farmer Brown said, I have 2 cows, Bessie and Tessie. Bessie gives regular milk, but Tessie gives blank milk.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Chocolate milk is a good answer. What do you say, George?
I don't have a good
You don't
answer.
have a good
I went for the gasoline comparison.
High
I went for
octane milk.
octane milk.
All right, Brett.
I went for Louis Pasteur. I've always liked him. I said homogenized.
Homogenized. And Charles.
I said tiger's milk.
Tiger's milk?
Because it was the result of a blind date in the jungle.
All right.
Why didn't you? Well, you have nothing to do. Figure that one out.
What'd you say, Lee?
Well, Tessie was a lot taller, and she gave high test
High test milk.
rather than regular.
All right. Bessie regular. Tessie gives chocolate milk.
She was a model. She gave skim milk.
Skim milk. All right. Very interesting answers here. You're going to give us an interesting one, Betty.
Knowing Tessie as I do, she didn't give milk. You had to take it away from her. She gave buttermilk.
Buttermilk. Well, That's the way it goes, Carol. Win some, lose some. But round one questions are really kind of hard, and yours will come later, but right now we've got to do this message for you. It's time to say goodbye. Say goodbye, ladies.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Shall we say goodbye until it be morrow?
Is she really married to a football coach?
She's married to a football coach.
I get a kick out of that.
Talk about no pride.
Yes. I got to touch all the bases I failed to touch at the top of the show.
Well, before you do, may
Before
I
I
say,
do, yes.
Truly, I cannot see you Wednesday for dinner at 10 because I promised, as always, I watch The Blue Knight.
Oh, yes.
And that's on CBS, of course.
Yes.
I can't see you Thursday at 10 either.
Why?
Barnaby Jones at CBS, right? Do you remember Saturday?
Yeah.
You asked me?
I wanted to
9
go
o'clock.
with the kids. Yeah.
Can't do it. Mary Tyler Moore.
Oh.
I would love to do it otherwise.
Well, how about you and I Monday going dancing then, if you're free?
I'd be at Newberry's as usual.
All right. Terrific. Still another 20 seconds.
All right. Well, then let me think. Friday? No, I'll be sobering up Brett. That'll take 2 days.
Join us next time for Match Game 76. Gene Rayburn here. Goodbye. What are you doing here?
This is Johnny Olsen speaking for Match Game 76, a Mark Goodson, Bill Kaufman production. Stay tuned for Title Tales next over most of the CBS stations.